Bidding took place in 1963, and it had enormous backing from the city, which was then led by the progressive mayor Jerome Kavanaugh, but also the governor of the state of Michigan, George Romney, Mitt Romney's father. And they had the support of President John Kennedy, who actually recorded a video for the IOC asking them to bring the games to Detroit.
The United States Olympic Committee has chosen Detroit, Michigan, as its nominee for the 1968 Olympic Games. Should Detroit be selected as a result of your deliberations in Baden-Baden, I want to assure you of the warmest and most cordial welcome in the United States.
The failure of the bid in 1963 to host the 1968 Olympic Games represents one of the great what-ifs of Detroit's history. So if Detroit had won in 63, then in 1967, it would have been 1 year before they were about to host the Olympic Games. And the city would have been fully engaged in preparation for this. The atmosphere in Detroit would have been very positive. So it seems to me extremely unlikely that the events of 67 would have panned out in the way that they had. And this is not to say that everything in Detroit would have been fine if they'd had the Olympic Games. But I do think it would have raised awareness about problems in the city and made people more interested in finding solutions rather than engaging in confrontation. The Olympic Games need to be reimagined because they have become way too expensive and too much of a burden on the host city. And they really need to be brought down to scale and made more human. And one way to do that would be to honor a city like Detroit, which has shown a long-term commitment to the Olympic Games, and actually bring some of the joy that the Olympics can bring to a city that could certainly benefit from it.